When he blessed Abraham, he said, in the blessing of Abraham, he said, I will make thy name great. Listen, your name is not you. Your name can be great, whereas you are not great. And if you are not great to match your name, one day you will bring your name down. God makes your name great as an act of his mercy, so that you grow quickly to match that name. Solomon had a great name before Sheba, but she did not trust that he was a great man. She came to verify in the palace. When she saw everything, she said, half of this was not told me. That means as a man of God, you can have a great name by what someone said, but the day they meet you, will your greatness match the name they had? You can have a great name as a CEO, and the day people look at you, they say, I'm disappointed. No, this man's name is greater than him. Are we blessed? When I found out that just because day and night is happening to you does not mean you are moving, believe me. Notice how many things happen in the Bible at midnight. At midnight. At midnight. At midnight. The gate that closes yesterday. Yesterday is a deep mystery. It's not just time passing. Life is divided into past, present, future, and they are all separated by doors. It is the reason why God gave you an ability to still go back into the past. You can use imagination and go back into the past, and your present will start feeling the impact of the past. You can start crying. Is that true? You can watch a movie that was acted 10 years ago and get emotional now. The emotion of 10 years ago appears in your today, and physical tears start coming out. That means the failure of yesterday can follow you and enter your today, makes today like yesterday, enters your tomorrow, makes tomorrow like yesterday, enters next week, makes next week like yesterday. The same way, when God restores, he can carry everything that should happen yesterday that did not happen, bring it into your tomorrow. Listen, the greatest restoration is not money. If all you receive as restoration is what they call it now, arrears, you were not restored. Whoever can restore time really restored. And I will restore thee years. No matter what you lose, if you don't lose time, you did not lose anything. People have lost billions in deals and investments, and in less than a year they came back. People lost parts of their bodies, and by medical procedures they had it back. But when you lose time, you really lost. Look at me. There are doors that have refused to open to us. By age 30, by age 40, by age 50, there are certain doors that are supposed to have opened. You don't build a house at 75. It's not a blessing. It's like a man of 50 years trying to write WAEC. Yes, you say no knowledge is a waste, but that man will be sleeping in class, because according to the program of life, he should be resting. So one of the things that will happen to us tonight by the Spirit is that while we are praying, you will be stepping into doors by the Spirit. Please believe me. Let me tell you this. There are people seated here prophetically. You are not yet in 2020. Believe what I'm telling you. It's just your body and your awareness that is in 2020. The prophetic gives birth to the physical realm. My brothers and my sisters, hear me. The same way there are people who are in 2020, but prophetically they are in 2030. So the result you will see does not show like there is a recession. The results you see in their life does not show like the Bible talks about men who have tasted of the powers of the ages to come. David was in the Old Testament, but he translated to the realm where he said, the Lord said to my Lord. That was the coronation service of Jesus when he resurrected from the dead. The Lord said to my Lord, sit down at thy right hand. Listen, that means a man can be 24 and your favor can be that of a 60-year-old man, because you found a way of opening doors and you said, I need to catch up. My father could not open that door, my brothers could not. If I move at my pace, my family will not be saved. So Joseph goes ahead and then becomes a prime minister and brings his father, his brothers. Isaiah 61, we're about to pray, verse 1. Harusia salanda bragaduzia hasa. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings to the meek. Watch this. He had sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison, some versions say the prison doors, to them that are bound. You've never seen a man with a mobile prison moving, yet the Bible tells you there are people who, there are doors, the doors move with them to make sure their tomorrow becomes like yesterday. I made up my mind that in my lifetime, every door that must open,